conversion, engagement, and online website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills.
Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Kansas City, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch all your favorite shows right from your phone, computer, or tablet. Every day, we stream the shows live on YouTube, plus clips from the biggest moments and biggest guests. Hit that subscribe button so 96.5 The Fan goes right to the top of your feed. In your car, on your phone, or on your computer, we are everywhere. This is your home for Kansas City sports. Follow us on Instagram for behind-the-scenes content at The Fan 965, KFMC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
And a happy April 30th, 2026, as we put a bow on April today, baby, and move right into May. Happy Thursday to you, Bob Fescoe.
Happy Thursday to you as well. Happy Thursday.
Doesn't mean if you don't say it back.
Friday Eve.
Friday Junior. Here we are. Already the week's wrapping up. You got a beautiful sunrise this morning, by the way.
Yeah, it looks great out there.
10 out of 10. High of 54.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's going to be this beautiful sunny day today based on that sunrise. And you know what? It's just not. It's supposed to be cloudy all day. You had mentioned to me earlier, like 3 to 5 o'clock today, rain. I'm like, that's the worst possible time for a storm to hit Kansas City. Everybody's getting out of school. Everybody's getting ready to do the after-school activities. People are getting home from work. And then the rain's going to come in and destroy the rush hour potentially today, right?
Mother Nature does not care about your plans.
No, she does not, unfortunately.
We appreciate her when she starts to get angry about 9 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a really good time for Mother Nature to have a date with our day.
Because everybody's done with their stuff by then, you know?
Mac, you see that EMT guy get whacked in the nuts last night by a Carter Jensen foul ball?
I don't think I did, no.
It looks like it's a parody account that tweeted, but it's a real video from Bobby Passon. It's Bobby Witt Jr.'s face on Jeff Passon. And, yeah, dude, direct
that dude got directly hit in the nuts, and the entire dugout's pointing and laughing at him.
Well, it's hilarious. It's like when old people fall. Like, you want to help them up. You do eventually. But at first, you're like, oh, that's hilarious. But and every
got pelted.
Dude, pelted in the balls.
But, like, look at this guy sitting on the bench here laughing. Like, I don't know who that is.
Well, you know, this is a dude thing. Right? This is a dude thing. You get hit in the nuts. You don't want touched. You don't want talked to. You understand what's going on. It just happened to be you.
Do you really understand at that point in time? Because you're in so much pain. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Throat,
you ever do like a nut tap to somebody and you flick them right there and how painful that is, right? Just a little flick right there.
How about a 99-mile piss missile off the bat at Carter Jensen directly to your bag?
That's a little bit more pain than probably just flicking somebody a little bit right there. And that is ultimate pain. I hope he does too. He clearly wasn't wearing a cup. Nobody does anymore. But that guy is in some pain there in the dugout. But whoever's next to Kyle Isbell's just laughing his ass off. Like he's in a comedy show, man. Like he's dying. This guy got hit in the nuts, collapsing. This guy is like howling on the bench. I don't know who it is, but man, he's having himself a time.
Two things. It's ironic it's the EMT guy. Two, rough time for anyone that's not a player in this series, right? The security guard got absolutely doused by the bucket the other night from what was it, Bobby that did that? Or
Salvi
Splash.
And then it was cool. Bobby gave her like a signed autograph, like, sorry about the water.
Yeah.
We owe you one. Yeah.
Is Carter Jensen going to get this guy a baseball bat?
I would hope Carter Jensen walks up to him and presents him with a jock strap and a cup, though. I think that would be funny. Like, that's the funny way to handle all this. And then obviously give him something else, an autograph ball or a bat or something. But I think it would be hysterical if Carter Jensen walked up to that guy with a cup and a jock strap and said, hey, next time you're in the dugout, you should probably wear one of these. And maybe a helmet for good measure, too.
Oh, that's got to be top 3 worst ways to get, hit in your future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a young-looking cop, too, or an EMT, so hopefully he does
the
have
face
those
he
children.
makes when they pan to him, like,
not
great
good
work on the camera crew. Because, immediately it's just like the horror cry. He goes, oh, man. Oh, man, that's tough.
Mm-hmm. I asked you this earlier in the morning, and I'm going to ask Ben. I'm looking at Ben Maller's name because he's coming up later. I'm going to ask Mac this as well.
Never heard of him.
I think I found Dusty's, like, I hate this artist because my parents played it all the time. Artist. Do you have one of those, Mac?
I'd have to think on it. No, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because David Allan Coe died last night, and I was telling Dusty, David Allan Coe died. He goes, ugh. And I'm like, that was your guy. Because for me, it was the Beatles. My entire life, it was the Beatles. I just couldn't take the Beatles because my parents over and over, and that's all they listened to was the Beatles over and over and over again.
Which would make sense for their age and demographic.
Absolutely,
for sure,
yeah. And so David Allan Coe apparently is the one that comes to mind when we kind of roll our eyes. So do you have one of those? I'm sure everybody does, where their parents listen ad nauseum to this thing over and over and over again, and you're just like, I can't do it anymore.
Is Momo like jamming out to Kid Rock every once in a while? Like,
no, not a Kid Rock fan.
No. She's probably. Beatles would be hers as well.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't
Beatles,
feel she was
Police.
old. The Police is more like, that's the next tier down. I could see
You
the
hate the
Police.
Police?
No, I
driving
love
you
the
nuts.
Police.
Oh,
No,
you
that's
do?
the thing.
Okay.
I love all these bands. Tom Petty would be the only one. She really likes Tom Petty, and I'm like,
You don't
on
really
Tom
care
Petty.
for Tom Petty?
Yeah, but that's it. I didn't get over inundated like one artist all the time. So yeah, that would have made me hate them. But no,
I had to listen to David Allan Coe and C.W. McCall and
all the good,
no, not all the good. If I have to hear Family Tradition one more time, I'm a Family Tradition this house to the ground, dude.
But those are like those songs that you hate. They're such great drinking songs, though, too. They come on at 10 o'clock at a bar.
Ooh, baby.
You are
Let's
in.
go.
It doesn't matter, man. You may hate that song, but that Family Tradition comes on and you are singing and you're saying, why do we drink? To get everybody screaming to get drunk. And then David Allan Coe comes on and everybody's singing to that song too. And then you're sober and you listen to these songs and you're like, ooh, wow, that's not very good.
Yeah.
But damn, when you're drunk, those songs are powerful songs.
You know what it's like to go on a 12-hour road trip and have to listen to
Nope.
R.D. Mercer?
Oh, I like R.D. Mercer. You listen to R.D. Mercer on road
I
trips?
listen? I didn't have a choice.
Oh, why would you play that on road trips, though? Like, we used to
they
listen to
thought
that
it
in
was
college
funny.
and laugh at it, but that was...
How big a boy?
Yeah. R.D. Mercer.
Kill me.
Yeah. Get bent.
Yes, please.
So good. It
No.
was the best. He used to have people so twisted. He's dead now, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. But they listen to that on road trips. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
The cemetery one where he's got this guy so twisted, he's going to come down there and beat him up because somebody is peeing on the grave. This guy gets so mad and wants to fight everybody in the world. It is hysterical. I wish we could phone prank people anymore. Can't.
He passed away last year.
He did, yeah.
69.
Nice. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for him, that works. That seems
seriously, like that's perfect. R.D. Mercer dead, 69. It works. It works. I don't think David Allan Coe was 69. I think he was older than that. He was born in the 30s. So he's almost pushing 100, for God's sakes.
Got a Conway Twitty text.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
Conway.
Conway Twitty? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Bum, bum, bum.
913 says, friends in low places in Sweet Caroline make me want to leave the bar.
Oh, they do.
I am great friends with whoever texted that.
Sweet Caroline makes me want to leave the bar.
Oh,
that song sucks.
That's fair.
When they did Friends in Low Places at the Royal Stadium,
see, I loved it. I loved
Not
it.
enough Surfside.
Give me a few pops and
Absolutely loved it. I felt like during those times, the people who hated it were the ones who weren't at the stadium, and they were complaining on X, formerly Twitter, about all of that kind of stuff. But every time you're at a game and that song played, every single person was singing and dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can say you didn't like that song, but by God, you were singing and dancing during that song.
Wrapping your arm around someone you don't know.
Absolutely.
Singing.
Screaming. Yeah, everybody was.
Dusty's like, get away from me.
I just hate the song. And I like Garth, but that's one I always hated, like, the main song. Like,
Grateful. Oh, you're that guy that hates
Not all of them,
okay.
but, like, you find out the artists hate them. Like, Bruce hates Dancing in the Dark.
Well, you've sung it so many damn times. I can't imagine that.
It's not even that. You, like, get into this is, like, the Cliff Clavin side of me, but this is where, like, they told him, like, hey, and if you watch the movie that Jeremy Allen White performed in, they, like, tell him that because the Nebraska album's, like, super dark and, like, it just was him. And they're like, hey, man, the river was great. Can we get more of that? And he's like, yeah, it's just, it's not really me. And they're like, yeah, well, like, what sells is this. And so then he did Dancing in the Dark, and then that becomes this huge pop hit. And he's like, that's not real. Like, Billy Joel hates We Didn't Start the Fire.
Of course, yeah.
Hates it.
Yeah.
Because he was like, it was supposed to just be like this gag song that nobody really cared. And then all of a sudden, like, hey, you're We Didn't Start the Fire guy. He's like, scenes for Italian restaurant.
You're right.
Piano Man. Like, all this stuff. Like, damn it, New York State of Mind.
I was a Hall of Famer before I had that song.
It's like, the Grateful Dead. You're like, oh, yeah, Touch of Grey. You're like, well, Sugar Magnolia, Franklin's Tower. But yeah, sure, that song's great. But no, I mean, I'm just an ass. You like what you like. I'm not going to judge anybody for that. I just don't tend to like those songs. But man, I'll tell you what a banger is.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
This offseason, we salute you, Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
While others use the spa to soothe their aching hamstrings, you use 104-degree water to go off the record until the entire news cycle explodes.
Just 2 pounds relaxing.
Ah, the beauty of Sedona. Red Rocks, the breeze, the sounds of Mr. Kraft firing DJs for talking about a scandal that supposedly never happened.
Scrap the internet.
Each night, a magical revelation of erased Twitter feeds and leaked photos, and a wife who just called a divorce lawyer.
Deflategate 2.
So crack open a wicked piss-up, Mr. Sedona Secret Insider. Then sit back, skip day 3, and watch the fireworks. Bud Light Beer in Husabush, St. Louis, Missouri.
That's so good. It couldn't have been any better, right?
So awesome.
I must have had that set. You know it's good because I got it 1,000 times yesterday from people. Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this? X, text. Everybody was in on that one yesterday. That was a brilliantly done song. Way to go.
I mean, back in the day, it was great when they did those.
Yeah.
Like, that was when commercials were commercials. Gosh, I just love the high-pitch guy. Deflategate 2.
Yeah, he said something before
Scrub the internet.
Scrub the internet. Yeah. That's the one that I like. Yeah, that was the one. Scrub the internet. Because, I'm laughing because of the way he sang it, but also, that's what's going on.
Yes, exactly.
I was telling
Genius.
I was telling Dusty and Ben earlier when we were having our conversation about, Diana Rossini. There was a story yesterday. Her agency, that's what they say, her agency, that's CAA, was trying to get a PR firm to handle this, and nobody would touch it.
Wow.
Not one PR firm would take the check and try to do something. That tells you how bad this thing is. Like, PR firms will take anything. They don't care, right? And so they all told them, no, we are not interested in handling this case. That tells you how deep this thing is going to go.
Bizarre.
Somebody said, did Speck get those thousands emails yet? He'll be on the show at 9 o'clock today.
Yep.
We'll have the boss in studio to explain yesterday's debacle because, we have, when the manager of the team.
Well, that's awesome.
Where's the song today? No song today?
That is on Mac. You have to get with him about that one.
Mr. Throw You Under the Bus guy.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it was your fault. I said you got to get with Mac on that one.
And then somebody says, okay, you just made my morning with Real Men of Genius. Had Mac ever heard of those before?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking like they did. Had you ever heard of those commercials? Okay. What about the frogs?
Kiss my ass. Oh, man, this is sad. The Philadelphia Phillies got booed last night while they were in attendance at the Flyers game. That's tough. Oh, tough Thursday, man. Ladies and gentlemen, your Philadelphia Phillies. Boo!
Boo! What do you blame them? I mean, they stink. They fired the manager, of course.
That's
terrible. I would have been upset had they cheered the Flyers. That would have been a bigger story because Philly doesn't cheer anybody, and they sure as hell aren't going to cheer a baseball team that's getting their ass kicked every single night.
Yeah, Flyers won an intense game last night, right? OT, I think, against the Penguins.
Sure. Did they? Was it overtime?
Yep.
Good. Nice.
Series,
it's going to be good. Philadelphia winning in sports is kind of fun until they beat you, you know. You like to see the fans and the action that they're that they're taking on. So if they can continue to win and maybe they'll knock off the Celtics and then it'll be Philly, New York potentially, the next round.
Mac has a new favorite Chiefs player, and it is not the first overall pick. We'll discuss next on 90.
And I want that known. Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
FanDuel is serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. We're talking those special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. And the best part, it's every single day. Just head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. Maybe you want to look at series pricing, and instead of betting an individual game, you want to be able to go and bet overall how many games a particular playoff series is going to go, or who could end up with the most points during that series. You name it, you can check it all out on the FanDuel app and use some of their trends and research tools that are right there in the app. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Go to FanDuel.com/local to get started. That's FanDuel.com/local. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA and the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Opt-in required. Rewards are not withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Rob Britton from The Drive on 96.5 The Fan, and we're excited to announce the launch of Beyond the Pitch KC, a limited podcast series documenting the run-up to the World Cup with our friends over at 98.1 KMBZ.
And Rob, I'm Scott Parks from Dana and Parks on KMBZ. Beyond the Pitch KC will feature the biggest names who made the World Cup in Kansas City possible, plus the biggest storylines heading into this summer's tournament. This is not a podcast about soccer. Don't get us wrong. This is a podcast about Kansas City. This is a podcast for Kansas City. And this is a podcast that'll tell the story of how our town is hosting the world's biggest sporting event.
New episodes will be released every Wednesday starting on March 4th, as well as video clips that can be seen on 96.5 The Fan and KMBZ's social channels.
Subscribe and download to Beyond the Pitch KC, a limited podcast series with myself and Rob Bretton on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's been life-changing. It really has. Went up to see QC Kinetics. I could feel the difference the way I got out of bed. I could feel the difference throughout the day. I could feel the difference while I was playing golf.
Let's rewind. That's an elated QC Kinetics patient, David Smoke, a very active TV and radio sports personality who loves to run and golf.
I started to notice some aches and pains, an aching, throbbing pain in my right hip. I didn't want to get cut on. I've had MRIs, and it showed no structural damage. I've tried the steroid injections, and that just seemed like it kicked the can down the road.
It's that endless cycle that leaves you continually fighting joint pain in your hips, knees, shoulders, and back. But this is where it ends with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
I've tried it all. The only thing that's different is me going to QC Kinetics. I believe in it because it's worked.
Don't waste another day going in circles. Make QC Kinetics your first call. The consultation is absolutely free.
Call QC Kinetics, 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. 816-412-6299.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW-1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Hey, it's Gold, and right now I'm driving the new 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E. It's a fully electric vehicle, saving some money on the high gas prices right now. And over at Shawnee Mission Ford, Ford has announced a great way for you to get that dream vehicle. $399 lease payments on Mustang EcoBoost, Bronco Sport Big Bend, or $499 lease payments on a Mustang GT or an Explorer Active. Get that vehicle of your dreams for only $399 or $499 a month, plus a $500 gas card on top of that. Shawnee Mission Ford is on a mission to do more in 26. $999 down payment plus taxes and fees for 36 months and 10,500 miles a year.
For 75 years, Kansas City families have trusted Anthony for comfort, safety, and dependable service. Thank you for trusting us with your house keys. Anthony, in your home for 75 years.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike.
Today, an episode of Wings, and it's kind of like this, like Lowell knew one song on the piano. It was the Entertainment Tonight theme song. And so he would take requests and just play it differently every single time, like a rock version.
Oh, that's cool.
Know, one of those. So maybe your friend can do that with Vanessa Carlton.
Switch it up.
Do the rock version, do the rap version, do the, whatever version, country version, whatever you want to do. So that could be kind of fun. But that's a cool one to play.
And my brother's great at piano. I'm always like, damn, I wish I would have stuck with it. My parents tried to have him teach me, and I just always would start laughing.
Yeah,
Never took it seriously. Yeah.
That's why you should live life backwards.
Right. Yeah. Would have done that differently.
Benjamin Button. So the draft's over. Are people still dip, dive, dodge, ducking, and trying to figure out like how this team's going to be next year? Or are we just waiting for schedule release?
No, I think everybody's still dip diving and ducking, trying to figure out how this team is going to be. Everybody, nationally has their power rankings out now. The conversation around town has been a lot about what this team's going to look like and did they solve all their problems. And, and then Mahomes going to be healthy. Everybody's pretty sure about that. We're excited about the running backs and finding out that we actually have some this year that can do, some good things for us. Interested to see how the new wide receiver coach is going. Like, there's a lot of questions that a lot of people want to see answered. So, I think a lot of people are still talking heavily about the draft.
Yeah, Mahomes might be MVP this year, too.
MVP and comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year and MVP.
Sweep
it. Absolutely.
He's already came the hell back. I mean, him at Stagecoach, that whole weekend looked fun.
Hello, America.
Those events with that sort of, if you have that much money, yes, those events would be awesome.
Yeah, with that kind of money. Going on your own, not a chance.
No.
Because it was funny because Sydney Sweeney was at Stagecoach, right?
Yeah.
And she just bought like a GA ticket and just was like, I don't want the red carpet stuff. I just want to be a fan. So like props to her. Like, we were talking about this, on Monday, I think. And she's just in there she's got a guy now and or maybe just a friend. She's on his shoulders.
I think it's her boyfriend.
Luckiest guy in the world. And she's on his shoulders and watching the concert just like you would go to a concert back in your younger years with like your lady or whatever. And then there's like the Mahomes people and you're like, well, I would love to be in the pit watching, but also if I had the VIP that they had, I would love that as well.
Well, those festivals do suck if you're not in a VIP area. Gosh. I went to the Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville, Kentucky, and like it was September. It was all day long. It's 250 unwashed Kentuckians. Like you're standing there, and some of the people in the group had the VIP, and they went up to that and like, oh, you should have done that. I'm like, well, now that I know, of course. It would have been worth the money to do something like that at that point in time. But if you've got the funds to do something like that, that really is the only way to do it.
I think if I was 21 to 24, I'd probably try to go to Coachella, but now that I'm 38, there's no chance.
No chance, because the kids keep asking. They want to go to Coachella, and I've always wanted to go. And so I'm like, well, I'll look into going, but then you start to look at the prices of what this thing, and it's like, rough. Oh my God. I thought Disney World was a ripoff, and it is. I mean, the what they charge for Disney, and then you look at the Coachella prices, and you're like, oh my God, to go to one weekend of the concert, like $1,600 a piece.
See if they want to go to Bonnaroo. That'd be a cheaper option.
Well, they want to go any concert. They've asked for anything. Lilith Fair, Lollapalooza. It doesn't matter. Any festival they're asking to go to.
Tell them to go to State Fair in Sedalia.
They're not interested in that one.
That's fun, man.
They want to go to anything. State Fair today. I love that.
Stuff that they know and hear, popular
Yes,
stuff. Not the up and comers or the has-beens. State Fair is like where you go right when you're getting ready to peak or when you've fallen off the cliff. It kind of goes State Fair, County Fair, Topeka Casino. Once you're playing the ballroom in the Topeka Casino, and my friend Ralph Miller is there eating chicken tenders off a tray of food that was left, that's when you know you've made it.
Go, Ralph.
Ralph's like, I'm at this Rush concert at this casino in Topeka. It's in the ballroom, and somebody forgot to put the chicken tenders away from the last party.
Bad night to be a chicken tender.
Yeah.
But no, there's people that think, with the draft picks, like, what can these draft picks do? And Peter Woods, Mac's favorite Chief that they drafted, maybe running back?
Have any NFL teams talked to you about using you as a running back?
I feel like it's came up in like every single one of my meetings. But, you just kind of get a read on how people are talking about it. And it's most of the time just been jokingly. Like, just like, okay, you can do this too. But, it's just been cool just being able to just showcase that as another, reason that I'm versatile. So, I don't think that's what I'm going to do in the NFL at all. But, if they do call my number, I'm going to be ready.
I think you're going to score some touchdowns like you did against Boston College and Duke. I think you're going to.
We should start the petition and go ahead and put it out there and see what happens.
I'll pray on that for you. I love that.
So that is Peter Woods with Kay Adams on Up and Adams. Tonga could also do that. We were told that he was kind of in that special sort of role, but we haven't really seen that much in the new wave of the Chiefs offense. Not like the big guy scoring the touchdown. There are still teams that do that. I know that's in Vrabel's offense. Well, at least it currently is in his offense. But like you see teams kind of do that. You kind of wonder to yourself, like, does Chris Jones get a chance here? Peter Woods, Tonga. I don't think Kareem Hunt's coming back. I think we can all be pretty 100% stand on that point. But it would be kind of interesting to see them start to use that, especially now we think, because we're doing this whole conversation of what we think we'll see in the next season, seem to be more of a running emphasis.
I would think so.
And you would think that, like, if you did a Ken Walker play where you just trying to move the chains, you'd have a really good play for Tonga or for Peter Woods with that line pushing in a run and be, all right, automatic touchdown from 3 yards out.
It's funny how every fat guy thinks they can be a running back in the NFL, right? I love it. And because I was the same way. I was an offensive lineman, and, man, I begged to carry the football one time, and they let me run in a 2-point conversion. Man, that was the greatest thing ever. Of course I got it. Of course I got that. It was eighth grade, man. Yeah. No, I got my first sack, and I did the 6 shooters like Lawrence Taylor, and, they could never do that again. You're freshman in high school, what are you doing? And that was my highlight, But, we all, as fat guys, wanted to carry that football. There was nothing like that drove you more as a fat guy kid than being able to maybe get an opportunity to carry the football one time in a game, because you're just a lineman the whole time. You don't get any of the glory, and you want to carry that football. So every fat guy thinks they can score a touchdown, and I love it. It will never get old. No matter what generation it is, we all think as linemen that we get an opportunity to score, we're going to go ahead and do it. What I did like, though, and what made me really laugh about that conversation with him on Kay's show, is she goes, you did it against Boston College and Duke. Like, you're not facing those guys in the NFL.
No. A little different.
When you play the Raiders and Browns.
Well, but even still, it's not Boston College and Duke, right? You did it against BC and Duke. Bravo. Those are 1AA teams, right? That's not exactly doing it against Miami